Modi and his party or Congress or its party or any political leader come begging to us to give them a chance to serve us with our money. There is NGR, there is Shivaji Ganeshan, there is Rajnikant, there is Kamal Hassan, there is Vijay, there is Ajay. Nobody is permanent here. In fact, probably filmmaking, big budget films may come down, but one man can't do the impact on the film industry. South India is a robust in its diversity, and that's our strength. Hi, I'm Prakash Raj in KLF Apostrophes.
You are always vocal about political developments, political scenario, social scenario. ഒരു പ്രശ്നമില്ല തുറന്നു പറയാൻ. Why, sir? It is always the easy thing to keep mum, no?
Who should do politics in this country? We the people. It's our country. We have a constitution. We have written and presented ourselves, gifted ourselves a constitution. We decide. It's our money. We should do politics, and the politicians should do their job. Should do their job. Because we elect them, they are supposed to represent us. They need to be accountable. So as a citizen of this country, paying taxes and being in a larger family, I have every right to ask questions, and I'm doing politics. Every citizen should do politics. Why is not the question. Because it's your country, your money, the future of this country, your children, our children. So we have every right to ask them questions, hold them accountable. If we don't do it, if we don't have our concern to our home, who should be?
Totally agree with that, sir. But questions being asked do not really go well with the rulers. I mean, with the officials.
It's
the
always
problem
like
is, whenever somebody asks questions, it is easy to brand them as urban exiles. And if I quote PM Modi from election rally, he's taking urban nationalism as the next threat to country. So
That's what people who are the real threats to this country call the others a threat to the country. Modi is not India. Modi and his party or Congress or its party or any political leader come begging to us to give them a chance to serve us with our money. The flights they travel, the salaries they get, the food they eat is our taxpayers' money. The security we give them is our taxpayers' money. We can't be a threat. They have to work. Once in time, just because you're here for 10 years or 15 years doesn't mean you're the king of this country. Your time will come down. We have seen many leaders, many representatives of us. We are permanent here. So if he wants to have a regime, we want a government. Anybody in the regime thinks others who ask questions. If you have an answer, answer it. If you think our question is wrong, answer us properly and prove us wrong. But you can't ask us not to ask questions. Today, dissent is criminalized. You can't criminalize a dissent. This country, we got freedom with dissent. We got freedom with movement. Across the world, everybody with dissent is asking for accountability.
totally agree, sir. Then coming to another area, one of your colleagues is entering politics right now, Mr. Vijay I'm talking about. And there is whole hangama going in Tamil Nadu right now. I mean, with the coalition possibilities, which party will join with whom, that kind of discussions are there. So, from your point of view, how Jananayakan will impact Tamil Nadu politics?
It's not a question of impact. Everybody has a right to announce, to say that we have come to represent you. And they are having meetings, they are expressing what they will do for the country or the state. Let the people decide. Let the people decide. And how it impacts, I don't want to be a political strategist here. Okay? There is a DMK, there is AIDMK, there is BJP. Now, will he influence people and convince them that he would do better is his fight. And I'm not here to say to any particular political party. We will decide whether the people's mandate will come. Well, he is popular. We are seeing big crowds coming. We have a lot of young Z crowds, but will it turn into votes? It's the matter of time. And in today, when they are talking about equations, who is who, with whom, who are joining together, let's see what happens.
Okay, and what about the absence of Vijay will impact Tamil Nadu film industry? He's a superstar. All his films are hit.
Well, some lot of actors have come and gone. There was MGR, there is Shivaji Ganeshan, there is Rajnikant, there is Kamal Hassan, there is Vijay, there is Ajit. Nobody is permanent here. In fact, probably filmmaking, big budget films may come down, but one man can't do the impact on the film industry. There are thousands and hundreds of youngsters and filmmakers in this country. It is his choice not to do his films. We are not asking him to, leave politics and come back because you're the savior of Tamil cinema. It's not like that. Nobody is invincible here.
And what is your take on the three-language policy and the Tamil Nadu government's action against, Tamil Nadu government's counter-attack on it? They're going to give awards to non-Hindi
That's a very
writings
wonderful thing. Because if you stop Sahitya Academy, why did you stop? Is it because your agenda books have not come? So you are forced to give? What has politics to do with it? Why do you stop it? So Tamil Nadu is shown its way by saying if you don't, we will create a platform. A platform for awards, a platform to appreciate work. Somebody has to do. As simple as that. And three-language policy, who are you to impose a language? I have always said, no, you speak Hindi because you know Hindi. You are forcing me to speak Hindi because you know only Hindi. It's my choice. Let me have my Tamil. Let me have my Kannada. Let me have my identity. Let me decide if I need it. Isn't it? Who are you to force? What is your agenda behind it? That's very, very, very clear. One nation, one religion, one language. This country can't. This is diverse. And South India is a robust in its diversity. And that's our strength. That's our strength. And you can't change it. Every 100 kilometers we have different food, different dialects. And we coexist. And that is the beauty of this country. That is the beauty of this country. Recently I was talking about Lake Victoria in Africa. There are around 9 countries around it. There were a variety of fishes and it was very robust. And they decided to add a fish called Nile perch, which was very meaty, but it was a carnivorous. They introduced for fishing and within 3 decades, it had eaten up all the fishes and it had nothing more to eat. And it died and that lake is dead. That is what you do when you kill diversity. This world has different languages, different people, different religions, isn't it? And they have to be diverse. 2 people being same is boring. It doesn't grow. There's no evolution.
Inclusivity should be there.
There. It is there. A simple common man's language. Just because there is no petrol in this country and you will get it from a Muslim country and you say it is a Muslim petrol. You want oil from Russia. You want your flight from America. You want pizzas from this thing. Aren't we living beautifully? Everybody contributes. Everybody together have to grow. Where are we going back? What happened to Germans? When he said, my race is good, Hitler came. Don't we learn from our lessons? Isn't it? We have to learn from history. We have to evolve. We have to become beautiful. We have to hold everyone. Respecting and identifying their identity, their diversity, their special thing. And together we have to do. You have a dish called biryani. It's not just rice. There is some rice here, spices from there, chilies from here, onions from here. Together it becomes a wonderful dish.
So, we have a chance to change rule. We have a chance to change leaders. That's called elections. And that is the beauty of democracy also. But when the democratic process itself faces challenges, when it is...
That's exactly what is happening today with this regime. Okay, the last two elections, yes, because of the failure of the previous governments, these people came down. The people brought them down. But what have you become? And today, look at their vote share. Look at the thing. They are not absolute majority. They are arm twisting election commission. They're arm twisting using courts to criminalize dissent. They're using everything. They're changing promises, policies in education. They're changing scripts. They're rewriting, to their comfort the history. So that means they're desperate to use power, to stay as a regime, which a democratic country or a human evolution can't take this much of pain. And it will hit back. It will hit back and it will claim. Probably there will be a little more wounds. And we are certain voices which we are continuing to say, no, bring awareness to people. It is a process.
It's a long process, actually.
It has to be. Nothing comes easy.
And do you
We
really
have a history of a struggle of freedom. We'll fight back.
do you really think that the youth of this country usually, are very serious about what is happening around them in
Yeah, it is
politically?
affecting them now. Until and unless it affects a person, they will not realize. It's like a frog, You put a frog in a boiling water, it will jump. But you put it in a cold water and slowly keep the fire, it starts adapting. Till the point until it's realized. I think with the joblessness of this country, the rising prices, the sufferings, people are realizing that this government has failed. Their agendas are different. The focus is not on education, not on the jobs, but it's more on religion, trying to bring in another agenda. We know who's behind the BJP. It's not BJP anymore, it's RSS. So we are understanding that. We are understanding that CAA, how will you decide a citizenship based on a religion? Why is Muslims criminalized? It is not Sonam Wangchuk or Umar Khalid who's in jail. It is to tell others not to speak up. But those two are fighting. Okay, the tribe is growing. Yeah.
So, what do you think? Kerala and Tamil Nadu have a long history of keeping BJP and the Sangha Parwar agenda out of their territory. And they are trying with their best, with all their might, to penetrate into Tamil Nadu
They
and
will,
Kerala.
because that is what, you can't ask them not to penetrate. Rakshasa is a Rakshasa. He is very clear what he wants, but it is for us. And I think South India, we have a great history of philosophers and great fights, and I don't think we'll let them in that easily. And that's why they're seeing the fight back of the South Indian states, which is really holding back. And that's why they are trying to cripple by not giving funds, by putting governors, who can change things. Let them try. That is what they have to try. We cannot be, complaining, say that, oh, they are doing this. They will do that. It is for us youngsters, it is for the citizens of South India to realize what their agenda is and to keep them where they are.
And are you really confident, or you are hopeful that both Kerala and Tamil Nadu can fight them
I
back with all?
believe truth will stay strong. They may try, they may create, we have better percentage of votes here and there. And probably our governments also have to think that why are certain people brainwashed by them? So it is both everybody's job. It is people's job, the local government's job to call the fox and tell them what they are doing. And I'm very sure Kerala or Tamil Nadu, the way it is fighting, it will keep them at bay.
Yes,
I'm
as you
very
rightly pointed out, the conversation between people, conversation between youngsters, there was never a mention of religion. They had so many topics to discuss, but religion is gently, slowly coming to the top.
Slowly, but we are paying the price for it also, no? We are paying, youngsters are seeing, don't take youngsters lightly. They're thinking. Probably educated youngsters know, they understand, they know what is happening. They will brainwash, but that's okay. But you just can't say, you're not banning them. You have to fight them. You have to hold your stand. And I'm very, very sure it's going to be very difficult in Kerala. Yeah.
And the rewriting of, history is being rewritten. Stories are being rewritten.
No, that's what Romila, but this is very important for every parent of this country, every elders of this country, every teachers of this country. To how do we see history? Is it the WhatsApp universities or the true history? Do you see what is the logic? Yesterday, Romila Thapar was talking in this literary festival. She said, when you see history, see what are the sources, are they genuine? And how it happened and why it happened. Please go back to history books so that read. Then you will understand the lie they are trying to create. And they will say something like that peacock's reproduction is by drinking the tear of this thing. Or they will come up with stories like, a computer was there during Kurukshetra, where they used to put Anjana. They would say we had great Brahmastras, we had aircraft in Pushpaka Vimana. Are we ready to take those stories? Are we ready to take those stories? So history, read. Read for yourself, have a logical thinking, understand what is their agenda. Otherwise they are going to tell lies. Isn't it? And you will believe in their lies. It is not a fantasy, it is a reality. Life is a reality. Joblessness is a reality. Rising prices is a reality. Tax terrorism is a reality. The reality is they have taken the power out of you. In a democracy, you are powerful. They are not powerful. What is the fear? Gods, Rama, Krishna, we have rebelled. Do they have more better? Do they have more better temples than Kerala in up north? Do they have more greater temples or cleaner temples than Tamil Nadu there? But we don't mix politics and we have been happy. See, you should understand, North is a landlocked country. Their experiences are inland. They have seen only invaders. But South, we have collaborated. We had Vasco da Gama coming here. We had St. Thomas coming here spreading things. We were doing business. It's a collaborative culture. We are more liberated. And that's why we are robust. That is why we are beautiful. We are not hating you. We don't want to die. Don't kill this robustness. If you kill this robustness, you're making it another dead lake. And that is what South Indians should understand.
And what will be the role of art in spreading the message of unity?
More than anything, these are the times where art has to be talking. And as an artist, I speak because it is a responsibility of art. Responsibility of to mirror, to explain, to reach people. We are not doing it. We are not a political party. We are the conscience. And actors, writers, poets, and you see us writing, you see us speaking. For us, being a voice, and art needs to be a voice of resilience. And because art understands the nuances. Art understands, and art has the capability to spread love, to spread humanity, and to make people understand. And it's the responsibility of every artist at these times to write. Now, there's a beautiful Palestinian poem which I quoted recently, and they said, the Palestinian poem said that if you don't want to read politics in my poetry, I need to hear the sound of the birds. In order to hear the sound of the birds, the sound of the warplanes has to be silenced. Till you silence the warplanes, my poetry will have politics. Simple. That's the resilience.
Is that the reason that you decided to back the production of drama, Kuhu drama?
Yeah, Kuhu is a play which I produced because my art is not me acting, me talking. But I've decided I should do children's plays, youngsters, and give space, produce plays. Kuhu is a story of a railway station, of anthology on rails, which the train which moves takes you to South Africa where Gandhi was born again. It goes to Assam. It goes during partition, what happened in a railway station. What happened during the East India Company when it came. And finally it stops at waiting for a train of hope. So in one train, it talks about Godhra, it talks about Manipur. So the people get to see in an anthology of Train how communal violence and colonialism and wars have affected people. It is to remind. It's very important for us to remember what had happened with the First World War, Second World War, and the partition, the genocides, so that we don't let that happen again. So that is how we are going with art to people. Yeah.
Such dramas like Kuhu and good movies with Kuhu is not a historical anthology. It's a very entertaining also. Very good production, and including Chaya. Chaya was a real nice.
That's the
keeping.
language.
Yes.
So we need to tell with entertain and tell, but it makes you cry. It makes you think. And that is what art is. It is not taking a side. It is not yelling at somebody. It is just taking you back to your wounds, to also the joys, to also the humor. Isn't it? Yeah.
For example, if we can quote the Italian movie Life is Beautiful, that last scene is at the same time heart-wrenching, painful, and a reminder to what we had.
What we had,
the
and
world
we should
had seen.
always end with hope.
So, can we expect more productions?
Lot of productions now. Nirdiganta, my theatre incubator, is in Mysore. It's in Udupi. It's now starting with in Palakkad. We'll be doing a lot of Kerala productions. And with Little Earth Theatre, where Arun Lal and the team who have been doing theatre, so we are collaborating together. You'll see a lot of theatre work and poetry work in Kerala too. And with the way that Kuhu has now reached ITFOK, selected for ITFOK, and it's competing with international plays, that means there's so much of talent, and we have found a platform to express our want, our love for the country.
And historically, drama and Kerala politics have a long connection also.
Yeah, it has.
So, this kind of productions will bring the message.
Yeah, it marks it. In fact, we took Vaikom Mohammed Bashir's Madhulugal and made a play called Political Prisoners for today's times in Kannada. We did a musical. So a lot of exchange which is happening. There's a lot of writers who are coming down. Yeah, it will be a beautiful journey.
And as an actor, last question, sir. And what will be your future? When this kind of political activism that you are in, actually, is it affecting your career in Bollywood or something?
It is affecting, but they're too late. I've already reached. I'm rich enough to lose. So they have arrived late. So I'm not feeling the pain at all. Yeah, they will do it. And no complaints, because that is what they want to do.
You are expecting it and you are ready to face it.
I knew what I'm coming to. I was ready for this. And so it doesn't matter to me. I have enough of work in South India to be busy. I'm not depending on them for work.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.